Hello. Kind of waiting for somebody else to show up. I think Blackie's going to be here. Sarah, I think, is working. I think Bob's going to be here, but I haven't seen any sign of him yet. Ed, I have no idea if he's even home yet, so I don't know. And if anybody wants to come up, you're welcome. So, what's everybody doing tonight? I'll wait till we have a few people in here. I've got to sell just a couple little things tonight. I have $100 bill that I got to pay in the morning, and I've got over half of it. But I've got just a couple little aceo cards to offer up for sale, and these usually, they can go anywhere from like I would not be extremely sad with like $20 or $30, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on them. Let me see though. Where am I at? I gotta go back over to StreamYard so I can show you guys. I've got this one with just some baby geese, some goslings, and I've got a charcoal of a fawn, little baby deer, and a leopard gecko. So, hey bunny. Go back, tell me about the pleco. Oh, one of the cards that I did a pleco for. Ginger Graves got that. So these are all sold. I pretty much sell everything. So, but I've got 3 up for sale tonight. I've got a leopard gecko and a fawn and some goslings, and nobody's here to be with me. Hey Griffin, did you end your stream? I hope you didn't end your stream, because I didn't really want to go over the top of you, but I already had it set up. But you can come up here if you want to and say hi. I'm kind of here by myself tonight because I don't normally stream on a Sunday night, but I got to try to sell a couple little things so I can pay a bill in the morning. I was glad to see you streaming, though. I don't know if you have been, and I've been missing it, but I was just kind of checking around to see who was streaming, and I saw you, and I thought, oh my God, I haven't seen him for so long. Hey, Bob.
Hey, I couldn't get logged into your stream. And I
Why
couldn't get
not?
in the chat. I don't know. It just wouldn't open. I'll show you the screenshots I did. I couldn't get in the chat either.
Huh.
Weird. I think it's something to do with my Wi-Fi. I don't know. Hopefully it'll hold. I'm feeding to millions right now. What's going on in the chat?
Oh, not much. People are just kind of starting to wander in.
Oh, there's Griffin. What kept you, Griff?
Oh, there he is. He's going to talk to us.
What up, Bob and Pam?
Hey, Griffin. It's so good to see you.
Yeah.
I see you around every once in a while, but not as often as we used to see each other.
I'm usually working second still, because I'll do anything.
That's probably why I don't catch you.
They don't let you stay out overnight, Griff?
No. Working 10-hour shifts 4 days a week. Thank you for coming, Nathan.
I'm going to go ahead and shut this art stuff off so I can talk to you guys. So let me see here. How do I shut it off? Oh, I'll just go over right there and go like that. There we go. So, how you been doing?
I'm doing good.
Did you see Bob getting bit last night?
No?
Oh darn!
She's
I guess we should
exaggerating.
show everybody that, huh?
No, she's exaggerating. It looks that big, but it just bounced off my arm. Just barely grazed me.
I'm turning into a reptile guy, ain't he?
I've still got 60 something tanks, Drew,
Dang, huh?
but I've got reptiles too. Yeah, here's my reptiles.
You still got
Oh, it's in
Sandy?
back there. Yeah, Sandy's over there. I'm at 40 against the wall.
Getting big or no?
Yeah, Sandy's pretty big. That one that last night I was treating for mites got mad at me and tried to snag me.
No.
Yeah, it was close. Barely grazed my arm.
AAA, hello. Hi, June. Sky Dancer, hi. Pete,
There it is
hi.
in the chat.
Okay, I'm going to just show this really quick.
Have to blow your screen up.
Yep. Do this, and then it's just a real quick clip, so you got to watch this.
Show it again.
Yeah, okay, I'll show it again.
The snake had already raised up 2 or 3 times, and there it was beside my arm. And it looks like it nailed me, but he didn't. Thank goodness.
I bet. Probably scared you too, Bob, didn't it?
And I said, yeah, it scared me. It's a big snake. It's about a 6-foot snake. But I got my arm out of the way.
At least it ain't go up higher.
Huh?
At least it ain't go up before your face, though.
Yeah, it did a couple of times. It was up there looking. I was like, oh, not the face, not the face.
No.
I was handling it there a few minutes before that happened. I sprayed it down with some medicine.
Yeah.
And I had rubbed it all up and down with my hand that was free and just got aggravated. I don't blame it.
No.
What the hell are you
Who's
up
cute
to?
with that?
Where's Michael at?
Sleeping.
Nola.
He had school in the morning.
Surely he's outgrown my shoes by now.
He done outgrow those ones.
Yeah.
He got some green ones now. 9 green.
Need to send me that other pair.
Hi, Craig.
If I can find them, I will.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just like so totally horrified when I thought that Bob got bit.
She laughed her ass off for 10 minutes.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't laugh about something like that.
Yeah.
They never did good that first time, didn't they? It drew blood that first time.
Yeah, that was Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about that. I actually did get a tooth in me on that one.
Yeah. I remember that one.
This one I can't even see. I don't even have a bruise, or I've been showing it today, but you can't see it.
That's good.
Nope. I can't even find it now. It's right there somewhere. But see, you can't see. Oh, well, that's just old age stuff. Can't even tell it. Don't even have a wound to show. Damn it.
She tried though. She was trying to get you.
Yeah, I don't blame her. She just come out of shed too. That's what I was waiting on to treat her. So yeah, you ought to get you some reptiles, Griffin.
I'm planning on it.
Are you? What are you gonna get?
Gonna get a bearded dragon, some chameleons.
Get you these right here.
Those are
They're
tiny
like they're
water
related
dragons.
agamas, agama lizards. They're a pair. It's the girl stepping all over him. I just gave them some worms. They're like beardeds, but they're easier and a little smaller, but basically the same care.
Hmm.
About the same price. Damn.
All right.
Get your eyes out. That's just a 40 they're in. So. Whew. I'll sit down. She's
How's
pouting.
your new chameleon doing?
Who, me? There she is now. Can you see her face?
Yeah.
She's pouting. She's rolled up in a 6-foot ball.
She looks a lot more relaxed than she did last night. Last night she was wanting to bite you if you bothered
Yeah.
her more.
She might be asleep. I don't know. I think she probably is. But I've got her treating her for mites, so nothing in there at all. Nothing in there.
You got a scorpion.
Grasshopper wants to see your scorpion.
Grasshopper's always wanting to see something. Here, get down there and get that. She's watching me instead of getting her worm now. She's not real smart. Look at her. There you go. Tear it up.
John said she might have gotten rabies from biting you, Bob.
Right? Dang, she's hungry.
Get that other worm before it goes under the paper towel.
Oh, she'll track it. She'll get it. They don't last in there long. All right, there's 4. She used to be. She's the one that got out, and the cats were playing with her one day. I found her in the corner. Dust all over her. She's fine now. I left the lid open, and she got out.
No.
This one's sleeping. Just get him a couple in there. Pam, you're awful quiet to be hosting.
Oh, I'm just watching you and trying to decide if I should throw up something for anybody to bid on that might want a little drawing.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, these drawings, they don't have to go for a lot, like $20, something like that. I'm fine with. So, and there's no shipping on them because they're really cheap to send because they're small. So we've got, let me see here, some goslings, baby geese.
Which one's named Ryan?
And we've got a charcoal of a baby deer.
Let me see.
And a leopard gecko.
I bet that's one of mine.
It might be based off one of yours. Not exactly like it, but yeah. So My favorite of these is the Gosling, so I'll hold it up first. Anybody want to bid $10 on it? Now's the time to do it.
Might be based off that one right there, Pam.
What's
Yeah.
that?
That one right there.
Might be. It might be. It might just be that one.
Looks about like it.
Somebody dropped that one off at the Ark, and I brought it home. I'll get that.
Oh, Holly bid $10 on the Goslings,
Holly.
and Nola did too. Nola, I got a package that's going out to you in the morning too. If I can get my shoes on, I've been trying for like weeks to get my shoes on and haven't been able to because my feet have been swelling up so bad. But this morning they were a little bit better, so I'm really hoping tomorrow I can get my shoes on and get to the post office.
Cut back on that drinking. There he is.
So right now we got $10 for the Goslings. Do you have more reptiles than you have fish now, Bob, or you still got more fish tanks?
I've got, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 reptiles. Two and some things. Yeah, I try not to count them. So, but not that many tanks. I think like 19 or 20 tanks.
Okay, we got $20 from Nola.
Some new paper too. She said drop some more in here, damn it.
AAA wants to know, which is a good question, Bob, what do you think is easier, fish or reptiles?
It just depends on what the reptile is and what the fish is, but generally the maintenance of reptiles is easier, generally, until you get one in that's got mites or something, and then not so much.
And then you can spit while you're treating them.
Right. That's it. A lot of people say start with the ball pythons, but I really like the, well, whatever these 6 are sitting here in front of me. My mind, I'll tell you. I'll tell you who's got a lot of both, and it's Susie Q.
What's that?
I'll tell you who's got a lot of both, it's Susie Q.
Yeah, well, between the two of you, yeah.
She's got
You both got so much of everything.
She's got a lot more reptiles than me, and I probably have more fish than her. I don't know.
Probably.
Yep, Nola is at $20 for the Goslings.
Why can't I think of the name of these little snakes?
Which I can just put this in an envelope and add it right to the back of her other package that's going. So that will be easy. So we'll go $20 going once and give it a few minutes. Then we'll go ahead and close that one out, and we'll do the crested gecko next.
Yeah, I want to see that gecko. I bet it is one of
Is
mine.
there a print of the wolf? No, unfortunately. I did have some, but I sold them out. So okay, so we'll go $20 going twice for Nola for the goslings.
The big king snake outside.
What's that?
She said she liked the big king snake, Holly did, that's outside. I've got two king snakes. One of them's
Hey,
getting
Mike.
big. There's Mike.
What up, Mike? What on, man?
Oh, somebody wanted to see the
Oh, yeah.
scorpion. I forgot.
So we'll go sold to Nola for $20 for the goslings.
Yay, Nola.
I'll show you the wolves that I've done so far. Let me see here. I gotta find them real quick. Got some scattered around in other places though. Well, look at my drawings because I know I've got some in there.
Warrants. Who was it that wanted to see the scorpion?
Grasshopper.
Oh, always
I
something.
thought that one was a red cat.
I'm gonna lay this down. I don't want to get stung. Bit and stung.
Oh, here's one of the wolves that I've done. This one is in Conte crayon. And it was 15 by 22. And it's on a piece of bark paper.
Is it a white,
Is it what?
a white wolf?
Yep.
All right. Let me know when you're ready and I'll show this scorpion.
Okay, let's see the scorpion, then I'll throw up the gecko for auction.
Let me turn this around. Easier.
What are you getting into now, you little shit? Come here. Come here.
Gives you an idea of the size. He don't play.
I was going to do a drawing of him, but I couldn't find a really good picture of him in your stuff.
I'm getting ready to put him in a 10-gallon tank. I've had one open up. So
Stuff nightmares are made of.
Yep.
it said unless you're allergic to him, that the sting would just be like a bee sting.
I'd still rather not though, thank you.
The
I thought
guy
about
picked
getting
him.
one.
The guy actually picked him up. To see the stinger's tucked underneath there, so he has to unfurl that and then bring it down. So the guy touched his tail a little bit and he curled it in, and then so he just picked him up by the end of it and put him back down. Oops.
You scared him.
Yeah, when I said put, I guess it blew air in his face. He never has taken anything for me off of tweezers, so I just put stuff in there.
What does he eat?
Those crickets I just put in there, and the worms that I've been passing out, and
Ah, okay.
whatever falls in there, that's for sure.
What did you get into? Huh? What did you get into now?
She
You're
sounds
always
like
getting into something.
she's choking on something.
Yeah, she does. Or coughing a little bit. You okay? Huh? What you doing, boo-boos?
Acting like he's going to go over there and get that worm or something.
Yeah.
Well, I got to put his little water dish back in here. I took it out last night and washed it and didn't bring it back. Sure didn't.
Well, you better get him some water.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm slacking over there.
It sits right down in that hole there. It's probably what he's over there crying is wanting some water. There's another kind they have that's bigger than this, and they cost more too. But this one's fine.
Hey, Crown Tail.
What?
Sharon said you're fired from a scorpion.
Yeah. Well, it's moist in there anyway. I'm getting ready to moisten him up a little. I am going to move him, though, into a 10-gallon, give him more floor space. There goes one of those crickets right there. Drinking that water.
Hello. Okay, I'm going to show my other wolf real quick here. There's my other wolf. That was also on bark paper. Only a really dark piece of bark paper, so. And that's Conte crayon. So yeah, and then I've got a bunch of like smaller ones. But I'm not going to dig all them up right now.
Oh, Holly been stung by a scorpion.
Ew. I can do without that.
Yeah, I don't know if the ones around here are worse than this or not.
In Oregon, we had like little tiny white ones. They were about an inch long.
Yeah.
I'd find them in the desert all the time. I remember one time I found one that had a whole bunch of babies on its back.
Ooh.
So I called my mom over to look at it, and she wanted to take it home so she could take it to the coffee shop and show all the ladies in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's not really a good idea. And I said, I don't have anything to put it in. She says, oh, I'll get something. And she ran back to the truck, and she comes back with one of those little pink pharmacy bags. Not even a bottle, we're talking a paper bag, a little paper bag. And she wanted me to put this scorpion covered with babies into the paper bag, and then she was going to put it in the glove box. And I was like, yeah, no. And then she stood there with her hands behind her back, basically whistling, waiting for me to walk off. And I was like, no, 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 no. This is not going in the truck.
That many of them might put a hurt on you.
Yeah. Well, just the thought of it running around inside the truck is like, no, I don't think so. I had that happen before. I know I've told this story before where I found a Jerusalem cricket, and I was like in high school, and I wanted to take it home for biology class. I'll see if I can find it online and show you what they look like.
Scuba
They're
Steve said,
really
could
ugly.
you show the emu? Did you hear me?
What's that?
Scuba Steve said, can you show us the emu?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Hold on. Let me see here. Actually, Blackie bought this last night, but I still have it here because I got to get it wrapped up to ship out with stuff tomorrow. There's how the emu turned out. And I'm going to show you guys what a Jerusalem cricket looks like. Except the one that I found had bigger pinchers than the one in the pictures here. But let me show you guys what a Jerusalem cricket is. They look kind of like a cootie bug. Remember the cootie bug game, Bob?
No.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Oh. Huh.
That was before my time, I guess.
It's not letting me share it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Pam, you have more people in here tonight than you did last night.
Do I? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a Jerusalem cricket. And it doesn't show how ugly they are. They're about 1.5 inches long, or the one I caught was about 1.5 inches long. And it had huge pinchers in the front of it. But other than that, that looks really close to what it was. Except that doesn't really show the pinchers that this one had. But anyway, so I caught one of those, and I wanted to take it back for biology class. And we brought a friend of ours along camping that weekend. Her name was Kathy, and she was like major tomboy. But so we were on our way home, and I had found a one of the glass Coke bottles, the old glass. Remember the green glass Coke bottles? I found one of those and like got this Jerusalem cricket into it and stuck a paper towel on the top to stop it. So we were on our way home, and my dad was driving, and Kathy was in the middle, and then my mom was sitting in the passenger seat, and me and my brother were in the back seat. And my brother nudges me, and I look, and he's holding that Coke bottle, and he's like, he motioned for me to look at it. So I'm like, I hold the Coke bottle and wait for us to meet a car coming the other way so that the headlights would light up the bottle, you know? And I held it up and looked, and the Jerusalem cricket was gone. It wasn't in the bottle anymore. And I was like, I was sitting there kind of sinking into the seat going, oh shit, you know? And about that time, I mean, it was just right after that, maybe a minute after that. All of a sudden, Kathy, our friend Kathy, that was in the middle between my mom and dad in the front seat, lets out this blood curdling scream. And she's like screaming and hitting the front of her and stuff. And my dad pulled over and she jumps out of the car and she's like slapping at the front of her and screaming hysterically and stuff. And she had looked down and this Jerusalem cricket was on the front of her shirt. And my dad just turned and gave me the death look, you know, like I was going to get killed. And he finally convinced her to get back in the car. He told her that she probably had got knocked off and out of the car when she jumped out. So, you know, it wasn't there anymore and stuff. And she gets back in the car, but she's sitting in the seat with her feet drawn up to her chest, you know, like she wouldn't even put her feet down on the ground. And sure as shit, we get down the road about maybe 2 or 3 more miles, and she lets out a scream again because it was on her again. Oh my God. So we got her screaming and my dad glaring at me, and my mom was laughing hysterically. And yeah, it was a memorable trip.
I bet.
And my Jerusalem cricket did not make it to biology class. Oh. Okay, I should do another. We got this guy here is a leopard gecko that we all might recognize. Just a random leopard gecko off the internet.
Right.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to bid on it, throw a bid out there.
I'm sitting here looking at it.
I'll blow myself up so you can see it. Who's got a Pikachu?
What the hell?
Okay, so there is the leopard gecko. Hi, Daniel. So if anybody wants to bid on it, it's just like $10. $10 for the opening bid, and you could get it for that. And let me shrink myself back down to reasonable size. So that's what we're going to bid on now.
Nola at $10.
You want $10, Griffin?
No, Nola, $1,000 product.
Oh, Nola bid $10. Okay.
Yep.
So we got $10 for the leopard gecko.
Griffin wants 20.
I heard Bob wants 50.
I got the real thing here, the model.
Oh, got a $15 bid from Daniel.
Oh, $15 for Daniel. I think I've got a package for you going out too. I've got these packages sitting here ready to take out. My damn feet have been so swollen up I can't even get shoes on for a while now. But this morning they were a little bit better. So I'm hoping that tomorrow morning they'll be a little bit better yet, and I can get my goddamn shoes on and get out of the house.
Is that drawing I gave him in July?
That's one of them. Yeah, he's got a couple drawings going, and that is one of them. And there's a package for you that's got like 3. It's got some that you bought, but it's got like 3 that I did for gifts for you that are with it too. One of them is one of your lizards. That was a gift, and Nola bid 20. And another one is one of your cats and Princess, your dog. Those 3 were all gifts, and they're in your package to go.
I see.
So you've actually got a big package coming, Bob.
I'm not going to say anything. I'll leave that.
I hope to hell I can get them out tomorrow because too many chocolate covered cherries. I don't know what's wrong with my feet, but they have been swelling up so bad that they don't even look like feet. Even the top part of them is all swollen up. But like I say, this morning they were not quite as big, so I'm hoping that tomorrow I could try to get my shoes on. And the funny thing is the shoes that I'm trying to get on are actually a size and a half too big for me. It's a pair of tennis shoes that one of my kids left behind, and I haven't even been able to get those damn things on. And they're like a size 9.5 tennis shoe, and I wear a 8. So I got a package for you too, Mike. You got like one coming too, but I don't think you have anything big, so I won't be able to get you a tracking number because I think yours is like together in an envelope.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think I'm retaining water too, is what it is, but I don't know why. I think I'm just getting old. And it's not making me sick or anything. It's just I can't get my damn shoes on because my feet's swelling up so much. About to miss the isopods. Oh, shoot, where are we at on the I think we're at NOLA with
No, it's at 20
$20.
still.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. Oh, Daniel said 25. Okay. So we got Daniel at 25. I don't really have that much salt though, so I don't know if it's something with salt or. And I thought at first, a couple weeks ago, I thought maybe it was because I was eating sweets. So I totally cut out the sweets and it still didn't help. So I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Sweets won't make your feet swell.
They won't? Okay. Well,
No,
it didn't help to cut out sweets. I know that.
no, it's something more like your heart or something like that. Liver.
Hey, George.
Princess is dreaming. Can you hear?
Dreamweaver Aquatics. Hello.
Sounds like a seal or something.
Yeah. It's fall ball.
Hmm.
That's what Mike said.
It's a fireball, except I haven't had any fireball for months either. uh, I still have a little bit of fireball left. I just haven't drank it yet. I got maybe
Hey,
a couple
JRB.
shots left. I don't want to do chores and my feet swelled at the thought. That could be it. That could be it. uh, okay, so we got $25 from Daniel, and we'll
Yep.
say we'll call it going once. What are you doing, Bob? Your screen is black.
I'm looking at pictures.
Ah, it probably is my liver. I don't know why, because it would be my liver because I don't drink or anything. I
It
mean,
doesn't have it.
I've had a
Doesn't have to.
bottle of Fireball that's I got like a year ago, and I still have some of it left.
I was going to send you a scary picture.
A scary picture.
What I said. There you
Okay,
go.
so we got $25 from Daniel going twice.
Took me long enough to find it. Oh gosh. Oh hell no! I thought he got out.
Is that Gomez? Or is
No,
that the new one?
that's Karma.
Ah, okay.
Yazzie.
Hey, GRB.
Underway.
Okay, if there's no more bids, we're going to go $25 to Daniel for the gecko.
Good deal.
So congratulations, Daniel.
When you want to, you
You
can.
got a package going out to you, so I can just put it in an envelope and add it to the back. So what we've got left, the last one that I've got tonight is a little fawn in charcoal, if anybody's interested. And that's it for tonight.
Wow.
Oh, there's Worm.
I'm going out down there and get these tanks shot off.
Wait a minute. Show that picture I sent you,
Uh-oh.
Pam.
Oh, sent a picture. Okay, let me open up Facebook.
Kind of hard to see what Fireface playing.
Oh my goodness. Awesome picture. Okay, let me throw that up there. Hang on, let me get to it here. Share screen. Share screen. Facebook, and there it is. Awesome picture.
Yep.
I like that. Where was that at?
Here in Chattanooga.
Yeah, I can't remember what the restaurant was.
Wasn't it Italian?
Yeah.
What you call it?
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Bob was the
Across
only
from-
one to wear the mask.
Right. I'm the only one that didn't get sick, too. No.
I didn't get sick either.
No. It was across from the fish store, across from Rob's.
Yeah.
Nice.
I need to make that trip down there. I'll need to get together again.
Yeah.
Oh, no, $10 for the deer.
Michael's got twice his size now.
I know it.
Oh, Bluefish bid $15.
Nice.
I didn't even know you were here. Hi.
I'll get this pretty little
That was
girl.
pretty awesome, Bob. Thanks for sending that.
Yeah. I always keep evidence.
I got it too on my phone.
That can't wait to took the picture.
Oh, Nola bid 20. What do you, oh, you're getting out your, which snake is that one?
That's a little ball python. It's that little blue-eyed Lucy. Hey, baby.
Is that the male?
It's a female.
As a female?
Yeah. We'll sit here and hold her a little bit.
I think
Is
if
she
you let
gonna
me come
bite
up,
you?
man.
You won't bite.
That's what you say, Bob.
That other one's over 5 feet. This is barely a foot long snake. She won't bite me. I'm not going to fix him to spray or nothing. I really just looking her over to see if she has any mites on her. She does.
Oh, fish bid 25.
She's got them.
No.
Yep. Hey, baby. Well, I am going to squirt you too. I'm sorry.
On my way till you put her back in the tank.
Huh?
I want to wait till you put her back in the tank.
I just killed one on my hand. Yep. I don't have any mix made up hardly.
Well, thanks for letting me come up again, Pam.
What's that?
Thanks for letting me come up again.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Are you leaving?
Yeah, I want to hop off, get these tanks shot off, and get ready to get up early, get Litterman on the bus.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for coming up.
You are.
It was fun seeing you.
Yeah. See you later, Bob.
Take care.
Now I might get out of it. Oh, you got that, buddy.
Damn, I hate that.
What's that?
She's got mites.
Oh,
Really?
she's got mites too. Darn it.
Everyone in here's probably got them.
Probably, yeah. They do spread really easily. I know if a pet store gets them, then you can pretty much figure out every snake in the store has them.
It's another neat reason I need to spread them out, not have them so close. I went ahead and sprayed her with that stuff.
A bluefish at a $25 bid, and I've got a package going to her too. So
Yeah, I'll have to do her tank tomorrow.
okay, Daniel, he's got some of his babies coming, but yeah, we can do that.
Be right back.
Okay. If anybody else wants to come up and say hi, the link is pinned at the top. So we've got bluefish for 25 for this little girl here, or boy, or little fawn. And we've got Bob going to be right back, and I don't see Blackie yet, so he might have gotten busy with his parents because he said he was going to take care of them and then come up. So he might have just got busy. Someone go $25 going once. Oh, hi, Chew. Blackie lives a few hours from you. Awesome. Have you guys ever gotten together, Craig? Okay, so we got $25 going twice for bluefish. So you'll have to check all of your snakes, Bob.
Oh, I'll go ahead and treat everybody. She was just real easy because she's so white, and you could see several of her scales raised up, and one of the mites actually came right off on my arm and was biting me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I sprayed her and then rubbed the stuff on me good, and then washed my hands with Dawn real good in hot water, and now I'm putting on alcohol, basically the hand sanitizer. So there won't be any of them living on me. They don't anyway.
Rick,
Hey, how's it going?
what are you showing us there?
I'm just missing all my ice spot bins, so it's just this kind of how I set it up.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
I'm just gonna go through each one. This one I've already taken care of. I've just been super busy lately.
Now, what kind were those ones?
Those are the giant canyons, but I think they're like a caramel species. These are some of my, I just finally got these guys slowly going to papayas. I don't know if that's showing up.
Ah, that's something I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of them going, a bunch of different kinds, because there's just something about them that appeals to me. No, let's
yeah.
give it a green face. Oh, we'll do the $25 to Bluefish Soul. And you don't need to send me your address because I know I've already got a package sitting here for you. So I can just add it to it. And Grasshopper can throw up my PayPal link because he's good at that. Okay, so what kind are these guys?
These are the pectones. Let me see if I can get a light on this.
So what do you miss them every
Every other night,
couple days,
depending
every
on
other night?
how
Okay.
dry it's been. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I think that's. You guys can see them.
Yeah.
I don't have the best light in here.
Oh, lots of babies in there, huh?
Those are springtails.
Oh, that's what I was just gonna ask if those were babies or springtails.
So that's the pectone. The Q bars. So they're kind of like the rubber duckies. These ones have been kind of struggling to make more. There are babies in there, but I don't know why. Some species I have trouble with. It could have been the ones that I got from somebody. He was barely keeping them alive at some
Thanks,
point.
Best.
Huh?
Oh, I was just saying hi to somebody in chat.
Oh, sorry. So this is a kind of a baby. I really
okay.
need lighting in here. There it goes. They don't really like the light too much. Can't blame them.
So how many different kinds do you have?
So I need to get inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 different containers.
How many?
29 containers.
Oh, wow. And they each have a different kind in them?
Yes.
Wow.
Some of them I'm mixing, trying to come up with a different species.
Well, they'll interbreed then?
Depending on the species. So you get different type. Like I'd say you can get albino, you can get pied, kind of like shrimp.
Okay.
Because they're basically terrestrial crustaceans. These are the
Oh,
pandas.
I like those guys. What kind are those?
Pandas.
Ah, that's first thing that came to my head when I was thinking of what they might be.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. There's tons of babies in here. These are really taking off. I started with just a few.
Wow.
and you got to put springtails in there to keep the mold down. And then I just go and spray just the sphagnum moss on the side there.
Does
Toss
that
some
just keep the humidity up?
Yes, for certain species, these need a lot more damper substrate. Certain species like it drier. Certain species like more protein. This species likes more like bat guano, limestone. So they're usually in caves.
Okay, so that's what
Caves
you're
and
sprinkling in there right now is the kind of limestone?
yeah, and some bat guano.
Oh, okay.
So they eat that stuff because they're cave dwelling species in Thailand. These guys are pretty neat.
What does my PayPal say?
Huh?
No. Oh, Grasshopper asked me, what does my PayPal say?
Oh, sorry.
It says, feed me, feed me.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've just been super busy lately. I've been messing around with my phone.
Thank you, Grasshopper. Grasshopper donated me $25 too.
Nice. So this is another species I just started. These are a chocolate milk, basically, or milkback. So they're pretty decent size.
Rick, do you have any of the powder orange?
I'm going to show you that in a minute. You're going to freak.
I've got 2 cultures of those, and they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're explosive. I make my own foods.
Nice.
It takes tons of ingredients. It's a pain in the butt, to be honest. But when you make it, it usually comes in like you can make a ton. These are Oreo crumbles. So they're basically like the powder blues. But
I like the powder blues a lot too. Someday I'm going to get some, and I might start with them, but I don't really. I need to do a bunch of research and find out those different food things that different ones eat.
Yeah, that's basically what I do every time I pick up a different hobby. I nerd out on whatever.
Yeah.
Some things I learn as I go to, just like the aquarium hobby. You're always learning something new. There's plenty of leaves in there. So you put leaf litter in there and everything. I make my own soils. I kind of look at YouTube videos and I kind of take and piece all their information together and kind of do what works best for me in my area. It's really dry here, so I gotta try to keep on top, because if they dry out too much, they'll die.
Oh, okay.
Because they have gills versus they're terrestrial crustacean. They're not even an insect, technically. And that's it for these. So these are the powder oranges I have.
Oh, wow.
You talked and they freaking scattered to the other side of
Oh, wow. There's lots of them, huh?
Oh, yeah. They love cork bark. There's tons of babies in there. I probably am I split this culture last year, and they didn't do too well once I split them, so I'm not sure. I might put them in a bigger bin this time. I have 2 new bins that I just bought. Usually when ice pods become too much, I usually upgrade the bin. Like this one gets too dry. It's still damp down near the soil, so they hang out over there. These are the powder blues. Most of them are over here in the substrate.
Good grief, dog.
I mean, the sphagnum moss. So these are the powder blues. There's tons of those. There's some purples popping up in here. I got to go through and cull. I'll put those in a cull box.
See, I got so much to learn before I start getting any of them, but I would like to start getting some.
It's just like taking care of shrimp, but there's no water involved. I'm just spraying water. It's actually pretty simple. I usually make people like because I sell them at my local fish store, a reptile store. I take these deli cups and I fill them with the soil I make, which is got lots of nutrients in there. And then I put like a little sphagnum moss, some stuff to keep the ice pod going very well in the store for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And I need to start coming up with like an instruction manual on like how to set up a bin and everything. And now I think I don't have 29 species, but I have 29 containers. Some of the species I had to split, so there's extra containers. These are whispering ice pods. I'll get a bunch together so you guys can hear what they do, if it'll pick it up on mic. Gotta get the big ones. These are some of the bigger ones for land ice pods. Yeah, if I get enough together, you'll be able to hear it. These are the ones that ball up in a bowl. Can you hear that?
I can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
So that's all those. So they're scratching their feet on the inside of their shell.
Wow.
It's, I think, a defense mechanism. But these guys, they like it more dry, but there's a lot of sphagnum moss. I have to spray a little bit more. These guys reproduce like crazy. These are a Spanish one. So they're found in Spain. Lots of Spanish isopods. Lots of isopods found in Spain and Thailand.
So what temperature do you keep the room in that they're in?
It's 77 right now. Pretty warm. I'd say you wouldn't want it to get above 80 in the room for same applies for a crusty gecko. So I keep everything in this room because it stays just below 80 when it gets warm. The AC blows straight down in here. We don't have central AC, so I have to leave all the doors open to run fans, and window unit pushes air in here. So far, last couple years has been pretty good. These are some Gestroids.
Oh, those are cool.
I have a ton of these.
They look really neat.
Let's see. These guys are pretty big.
Yeah, they are big.
I did just get some of the biggest ones in the hobby from a friend. I traded some pandas for him. It's the, oh my God, my brain's gonna fart now. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. My brain just completely farted. As I said. These are what I was talking about. Oh, they're very good at hiding. I think these are Hasi, the Spanish one. But these guys get really long antennae, and the Europods get super long, and they get up to like 3 inches, 3.5 inches, I believe.
Whoa.
So they're very cool. They like it really dry, so I got a different kind of wood in here.
So are you going to have to move them into it? If they get that bigger, are they going to have to go in a bigger tub or?
Oh yeah, bigger tub. Once they get bigger. Right now I just want them to, this is like a grow out container. They're still they're babies still, technically. Looks like they ate all the food I put in there. I just recently got these guys. I'll put a little beef on. So I also feed this to my shrimp and toss in my fish tanks.
So do you buy the food online or do you make it yourself or what do you do with
So I go to the like natural stores and try to find all the ingredients. It's tough because not all the stores have those ingredients, and you have to get it organic, so it makes it even tougher. You don't want to feed them inorganic food because it'll pretty much wipe them out. This is a mix I'm working on. I'm trying to make a Dalmatian, a orange Dalmatian. So I got a couple of the regular Dalmatian in here with some Spanish orange.
Huh.
I don't know if you can see in there.
Yep, I can.
So they're just hanging out in there. That's a small container. So just like shrimp, if you put shrimp in a smaller container, if you have a small number of them, they'll breed.
So can you tell the difference in the males and females or you just put in some without?
It's kind of tough unless you actually pick them up or put them in a glass cup and look at the bottoms of them. There's a different number of plates underneath.
Okay.
At the abdomen part. See, I don't even remember the name of that. But anyways, the males I believe have more.
Okay.
And with certain species you can tell by the size. Or if you turn them over, you'll see they're holding.
Night, Daniel.
They're holding what they call mankai, which are the baby.
Yeah.
And they usually come out almost white. This is a species I started out with. I collected them locally.
Okay.
I've had these for years. They've died off. They've came back. Usually ice spots either die off or they just they have troubles, and then you gotta pull out whatever you can. They look kind of weird.
So how many kinds are there natural in the United States? Do you know?
I have no idea. They're still counting them because they're brought in, and I wouldn't say become invasive species, but they're frowned upon releasing them, of course.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of species that they're still finding. I'm not sure how many they found so far, and I'll have to look that up. That'd have to be a Google search. I just set up yesterday I set up a jararium, so aquarium, and a jar, one of those cookie jars.
Yeah.
And I'm experimenting with a little piece of coral rock from out of a sump from a friend of mine's. And I'm gonna try to keep whatever's in there alive. There should be copepods and stuff. So far, I've been seeing stuff move around, and some corals actually open up. So I've been busy with that, and then doing my water changes and feeding all the fish and shrimp and the reptiles and spraying all the enclosures. I give myself a lot to do because my mind goes a million miles per hour. I just think way too much. Then I end up with way too much to do sometimes. But for me, this is enjoyment. I know I've seen a couple other people in the fish fam that keep isopods.
Yeah. Yep. I want to start keeping them one of these days, but I've got to do a whole lot of research on them first.
Oh yeah, and then to ship them, I would have to get a license for each state that I ship to. And then you would only want to ship during the spring or summer months. These are a mix, so some clown isopods and some black duckies in there. And occasionally you get migrants. They just they migrate to different bins because I keep them all on shelves, and they find their way down into the next bin. I put a little bit of this in there because that's got some Q-bar species. So the Q-bars, the black duckies, they're from, you find them in Florida. They're Q-bars marina. There's a whole container of them. You can kind of see them in the crevices up top.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of babies right here.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while I'll find like a panda or a pak chong in one of these. And once they breed in there, it's kind of hard to tell the babies, so you have to pick them when they're adults to sell. Or trade or give away. I'm usually giving away some ice pods or trading for plants or something.
Yeah.
All right, I got my fan off in here.
I think it's one of those things that once you get into them, and there's so many different varieties and stuff, I can see myself getting totally addicted to getting all different kinds.
So this is what you don't want. This sphagnum moss to be this dry.
Ah, okay.
Because they'll start to die off if they don't have enough moisture or humidity. There's still moisture down in the substrate, so they go down there. But I've been slacking. I missed a couple of days.
Looks like there's still lots of them in there, though.
Oh yeah, none of them died off. I just it's always a close call when you start seeing it dry out that bad. I've had them die off when I first started. So this is a mix. What they usually call like a what do you call it? Like a gym mix or kind of like a Skittles mix, kind of like what you do with shrimp, of the same species. So there are some interesting looking ones. So it's basically powder oranges, powder blues, Oreo crumbles, and a couple of the Dalmatians. Just see how the adults turn up. Might end up with some something that nobody's had so far. And these are some more than just Roy's.
Yeah.
There's a ton of these guys.
They're really pretty.
Oh yeah. They have like little diamonds all over their back. All right, I'm going to interrupt him with all the spray. It snowed a lot here today. We had 80% chance of snow. I don't know how many inches. It was at least like 3 to 4 inches here.
We got up to like in the higher 40s today, but like 2 days in a row, which has been nice. But we're dropping back down into the 20s and getting snow the rest of the week. So
yeah, it's supposed to snow the next couple of days. And my schedule is changing. I'll be working Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, my 8-hour shifts, and then Thursday, Friday, my 12-hour shifts. It should make it easier for me to actually make some money during the week because Wednesday I'll be able to actually go to businesses that are closed usually on Monday.
Yeah.
Sunday and Monday are usually when I can't really sell to nobody. But they want me to be able to. And I just got word that I could start selling to another fish store.
Oh, nice. Very good.
They want some of my, because I have Salvinia minima, and I'm starting to red root floater, but the Salvinia minima does pretty well. So I've got a ton of it. That stuff grows like duckweed, basically. These are the dairy cows.
Very nice. They're pretty good size too, aren't they?
Oh yeah, these guys get pretty big. Porcellia scaber. There we go. Let's get one. There's a big one.
Those are nice.
Oh yeah. These are protein eaters, so if you were to put a pinky mouse in here, they would chow it down in like a day or two.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
So if you ever have like ones that, like a fish that dies or something, you can toss it in there and have the bones cleaned. But these guys are heavy eaters, so I have to put a good amount of food in there.
So what do you feed them?
So this is like the powder food that I make. It's basically like cornmeal. I have to show you guys. It's in the kitchen though. It's a mix of like cornmeal, activated yeast. It's been a while since I made it. Bee pollen, some calcium carbonate. What else? Oh, I take and crush up black soldier fly larvae that you would normally get for chickens, dried stuff.
Yeah.
You blend that in there, and then you can blend like whatever other things like minnows, dried shrimp. They'll eat fish flake food, but you don't want to overdo too much of that because that's asking for more mites. Because you get the soil mites, the wood mites, and
Oh.
if you feed too much heavy grain foods that the ice pods won't eat, you end up with a bloom of the grain mites, which are so annoying. They crawl over everything. I'm not a big fan of those guys. But the way you end that is you do vacuums, and I put borax down
Okay.
around the carpet, and then I vacuum, and then I make sure it's deep into the carpet, so whenever they do crawl around, they die. Okay, I'm done with my isopods.
Wonder if that would work for snake mites.
Excuse the mess. This spare bedroom has turned into a jungle and kind of a keepsake. This is all the isopod bins.
Nice.
And this is some more of the other ones with some plants. And then these are the crested gecko enclosures. Lights are off, of course. You might be able to see snubs. I'm not sure. Probably not. I can flash a flashlight in there and drive them nuts. Oh, those were my knees, if you heard that. I'm going to ortho doctor to find out what's going on with my knees. Can't walk very far anymore. There's Ralph.
I love their feet.
Yeah, this is my first crested gecko. I need to get in there and clean the glass. He gets very territorial. So he likes to grab a hold of me and start trying to hump me. It's like I can do this and he'll go after it usually. And then I have a leopard gecko up here. I don't know if he'll come out. He usually does come out this time of night. He ate all of his roaches. Yeah, I don't see him. He's probably under this right here. That's where he hides. He's got a little calcium dish. Water bowl. Oh, there he is. Hey,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, I see them.
Oh, I scared him. He'll come out. It's like, what is going on? Usually when I come up here to feed him, he starts like crawling all over the place. I'll let him out every once in a while, but he gets antsy and wants to like take off running, and I have carpet. I got little tiny claws. I don't want him to get snagged up or anything.
Yeah.
So I want to get a house that's going to be no carpet. Hey, buddy. This is leopard. I'm guessing male or I haven't really looked. I don't like flipping them over or looking under their tail or anything. I don't want to freak them out or anything. But pretty big. I don't know if I can work my hand. Yep, there he goes. He usually does when I put a hand down. Come on, buddy. Come on. Really cool. Any of you guys have leopard geckos?
Oh, Bob's got one.
Yeah, they're
I've
great.
got 3 of them.
Very
Got
interesting.
Okay.
There he comes. Hey, buddy. Come on.
Rick, what is your YouTube channel? Because Grasshopper wants to throw it up for everybody.
Aqua Garden Zen. Now he's gonna start tasting or smelling me. Yeah, I don't got no food. I know you smell everything else. He's a fat guy. He doesn't have any fat pads under his armpits. I gotta feed him in a little bit after I get off of here. I want to upgrade him to another enclosure. My Sherma's not doing too good. The bearded dragon. That's the Bloody Marys. Lights are off on all the tanks basically. And then there's the other tanks. Lots of plants in there. Stephen P. and dang. There goes my brain again. I have issues with remembering things. It's really bad. Stephen P. and Lefty gave me some plants. It usually comes to me. And this is my bearded dragon enclosure. She's really old. And all she does lately anymore is sleep. And she'll take a bath. But she's losing all her weight.
Aw.
And she, she's 13. As I would, 13 now. She still eats a little bit, but I feed her with a syringe. Before she was like all active, and then after she laid her eggs, I think it took a lot out of her.
Oh.
And, that was the first time she ever laid eggs. Those are all my plants. These are one of my favorites here. And of course, all my dinosaurs.
Begonia,
Huh? Where?
your favorite?
No, this is not. This is type of pothos.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it's I forget the name of it.
Nice.
There it goes again. I have so many different pothos. This is a lime green. This one's starting to shoot out pretty far out. And one thing you have to deal with most enclosures is these little bastards. Fungus gnats.
Huh.
The fungus gnats are annoying. Like these. So I have the strips everywhere. Keeps them down a little bit. So that
What do they go after?
soil and fungus. Anything that grows. Like, so basically the substrates, you actually add a type of fungus that breaks down the soil. So let me see if I can pull it out anywhere. No, it's buried back there. I don't use it that often. The storage shelf is full of crap. That's all my different foods I feed. Between next to bank. This is a couple terrariums I just threw together. And it's got some This one's shooting a new.
Very cool.
That's my first terrarium
I
I
love
made.
plants.
This is my first terrarium I made out of a 5-gallon aquarium.
Nice.
Got some ferns in there and some ice spots. And a little drainage stick. I can draw out some of the fluid. Some springtail cultures. I put them up top so they stay warm. Yeah, it's sometimes a mess in here because I get into my own little world of creating stuff. I've been trying to really get this going. Staghorn. Not the greatest. Slowly growing. I don't know if that's how they usually grow.
Yeah, they grow pretty slow.
My mom's got a giant one on a tree. Down in Florida, of course. It's one thing I miss about Florida. It's the warm weather and all the rain. You can grow just about anything outside.
Yeah. So where do you live?
Up in Spokane, Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been here about 4 years.
Yeah. I've been to Spokane. I used to live in outside of Othello,
Oh,
so for quite a few years. And I went up to Spokane when I became a EMT, and I had to do like so many hours at a hospital, in the hospital emergency room to get my license after I took the class. So I ended up going up to one of the hospitals up in Spokane to do that.
which one?
I don't remember now. It's been so many years ago.
Was it where I work at, Holy Family?
I don't know. It was a trauma center. I remember that, but I don't remember.
Gotcha. There's some creatures in here. This is a little saltwater jar I set up.
Nice.
I made the pump out of some tubing, a tubing connector, a little tiny aqua pump, and a sponge attached to that.
Very
So
cool.
flow. So now there's some flow in there there's a couple little coral pieces in there that came on this rock. There's lots of this rock that's buried in there. Should speed up the establishment. There's a couple corals that were attached to it because it was in a sump. And it looks like there might be either a turbo snail. Oh, can't really see it. I think there's like a turbo snail in there. That should help with the algae when it starts to bloom. Lots of little tiny feather worms and all that stuff.
Cool.
Couple easy corals. It should be interesting as it grows in. I've already seen with the blue light, you can actually see some of the corals open up. That's what caught my eye. I'm like, wow, there are corals in there. But that's my first dip into salt water, and might add some sexy shrimp in there or something.
Yeah.
Once it becomes established, I'd say about a month or two. Just let it sit and do its thing.
As long as you don't get any of those, what are they, bristle worms?
Oh yeah.
Those things are so creepy. Ugh.
Well, there's good ones and bad ones. You know, was it fireworms? Those are the bristleworms with the fibers on the side that are painful.
Ah.
Feels like thick fiberglass when you touch them. And then you have the regular bristleworms that are beneficial. Which I wouldn't mind having all the little critters in there because it's just a jar. I'm going to do that for a second. I got to clean up my mess. Put away all the food.
Rick should come on Reptiles. That's very true. You should come on Reptiles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
It'd have to be on like a Wednesday. What day is it?
We do
Friday.
them on Friday.
on a Friday. I work my 12-hour shift and I don't get home until what time? What time does it start?
5:30 my time, so it'd be 4:30 your time.
I'll turn my camera around.
So it'd be like 4:30 on Friday.
Oh, okay. Done. I think I fixed it. Probably not. I'll get me something to drink. Thirsty. Yeah, the other fish tank lights are all off, so I can't really show those. But they're doing pretty good. I'm actually gonna be. I have plans to make a 20-gallon saltwater tank. Now that I've kind of got how I get swimming and learned a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, really try to get into it on a basic level. Yeah, so the saltwater tank, I'm gonna probably put the aceo corridor back in there in the community tank, the 29-gallon, and use the 20 high as the saltwater tank.
Is that one of those big cockroaches?
It's hissing roaches.
Hissing roaches.
Yeah, those are cool. I have just the dubia roaches.
I've got those, but these guys are super cool too.
I've got too many dubia roaches. I don't know what to do with them. It's driving me nuts.
That one's eating on a piece of. I just fed him. He's eating on a piece of carrot under there.
Oh yeah, you got them in the soil. That's the only way to do dubias, right? I mean, hissings.
Yeah, kind of like forest. Pretty more.
How big are they, Bob? So what? About an inch?
Bigger than that.
Bigger than that?
Closer to 2 inches.
Ah, okay.
It's past my knuckle. That's not the biggest one, but
I've never kept hissers.
It's the first time I've had them.
Do they actually do any noises or?
Yeah, I can probably get them to hiss. Let's see. That one's actually hissing a while ago when I was feeding them. Let's see.
You can't pick them up?
Yeah. I was trying to touch him with a stick to see. They usually, if I touch them with a stick, they'll hiss.
I heard them, I think.
No?
I heard something. That wasn't it.
That was Bob farting.
Yeah. I wish it was that quiet, huh? They're actually pretty. Pretty colors.
Yeah, those are cool.
He's not going to hiss now. Or she. I think that's a female.
They remind me of the movie Mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was so weird.
Hey, Dragon Lair.
See if I can get this big one out of here. The big old one. I've got one that's from another pair, and the female died. So this is the biggest one. You can move too.
So the females would have wings kind of like dubias?
Whoops.
Oh, no. I mean, the males would have wings like the dubias or no?
No. See how much bigger he is than her.
Yeah,
oh, I see.
Big,
wow.
yeah.
Got a flatter stomach or a flatter abdomen.
He's got his horns there by his antennas. Y'all not going to hiss. They may be getting too used to me. Poor guys.
So you're going to try to get them to breed?
Yeah, I thought I would.
That'd be cool.
I'm not sure they're quite big enough yet, quite mature, but they're not going to hiss. I don't think. Come on. They just want to eat.
What's the life expectancy on those guys?
I think it's like 2 years.
Not very long.
No, 2 or 3 years, I think. That's another male there. So that's the two males. That's the female.
I know isopods, some of them can live up to 10 years. I know my
Well,
dubia roaches, they don't live very long.
no, I could be wrong, but I don't have the best memory either.
Yeah, some isopods they can
Well,
get
he
pretty old.
went right back to the same spot.
Sheesh.
Pretty cool.
Might be pretty smart.
Knew where his hideout was.
Yeah.
I'm going to be moving them to a 10-gallon tank so I can see them
At
better.
5 years.
5 years?
Yep, in good condition. A hissing cockroach may live up to 5 years.
That's pretty good amount of time.
There you go. There you go.
You have dart frogs?
No, I've got just some little tree. Damn.
Nope.
That was a snake clip. I'll have to put that back on. Just some little tree frogs. There. Can never find them. Was coming over to show, ball pythons don't ever climb.
Nice. That's a big tank.
They like to burrow, and yeah, I've got 2 young snakes there. He's peeping out. They keep pretty close tabs on each other. But yeah, they like to climb, so I just added them another limb in there. They really do enjoy it.
I grew up with tons of snakes, and my wife's not a big fan of snakes or frogs.
You don't keep any snakes now?
No. Just a couple crested geckos and bearded dragon and leopard gecko. I'll probably, once my bearded dragon does, hopefully shouldn't pass too soon. I'm kind of pretty upset about that one. I'll probably just clean that cage out and move my leopard gecko in that one and probably sell the leopard gecko cage. So I can have a little less to do. I kind of bury myself in too much work sometimes.
That's my original snake there that I got from one of the fishfam members' family that passed away, Nathan, Sand Creek Aquatics. And so his name is Sandy. He's a big male ball python, but he was a little skinny noodle when I got him.
So he's fattened up.
That's what started all this.
Nice.
And I've got a couple of king snakes, Puebloan milk snake, African brown house snake. I see his tail in there and part of his body. A shed.
See, if you don't spray like mite spray or anything on any of your snakes, you could actually give your sheds to your ice. I'll break it down.
Actually, I do. The ones in this. Why can't I think of the name of what these snakes are? They're very common little colubrids.
Garden?
No, here's one of them. Hey, Bubby. They're sweet little snakes. I've got like 6 morphs, 5 morphs and a regular in here. But I do take them out of here and give them to the. And I actually have some isopods in here. They're down on this end under the wood and stuff. So,
Powder oranges?
yes. And I've got this culture that I've never done anything with, but you can see them in there crawling around.
Oh, yep.
That's aggravating not to be able to think of the name of these snakes.
Yeah, corn snake?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what it is?
Yep. They're a rat snake, but corn
Right.
snake specifically.
Yes. I thought about getting one of those. They're pretty cool. I would get a sandboa, but they you don't see them very often.
Yeah, I got two sunbeam snakes, and I'm glad I kept them in isolation. Um, they're in here, but I don't hardly ever see them unless they come up to eat, and they're under the dirt now. They're doing real well. People say they won't eat for them, but mine do come up and eat. There's a little face right there. You really can't see it.
I can
I
see it a
see.
little bit.
Yep. I seen him stick his tongue out.
Yeah, they're good eaters. So I'm not going to dare touch that till I wash my hand good. I've been handling all that stuff in there and got mites in there.
Oh yeah.
Pam, you can take me down if you want. I was just going to show those, whatever I was going to show. It's easy to start showing your stuff when you enjoy it,
Yeah.
you know? So, Pam, did you sell all your wares?
Yeah, I got these ones sold. I'll have to have another sale in a couple days. I got enough to pay one of my bills, and I got one more coming up. Let's see, the day after tomorrow, I have to pay it. So I'll probably have another little auction maybe tomorrow night if I get stuff done, but or maybe Tuesday night. I don't know. Bills, bills, bills. It's all the high heating bills for the winter because it's been extra cold this year.
It's been that way too. It really has. I have food sitting around somewhere, fish food I started feeding with earlier. And I can't
There's
find it.
the worm.
There's worm on the bed. All the cover torn off. Worm. 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 You're no good. You're no good.
I could show you guys the babies.
Yeah.
Okay, that camera. So these are the Exalterite, Axelrodi, Coriodoris. If I can get it to focus. Tiny little itty bitty guys.
Very nice.
I was only able to breed out 3 of them. There's some new Caridina shrimp. I found out what my mistake was. With the eggs, I put them in this 5-gallon tote container. Put 2 sponge filters in there. Squeezed some media in there. I mean some of the filtration out in there.
Yeah.
And then I added some algae in there and some plants. But what I did was I introduced a bunch of snails.
Oh.
The snails and the shrimp pretty much ate the eggs.
Yeah.
These 3 survived somehow. And now there's baby shrimp in here. So I might as well just keep this as like a small little grow out. Yeah. Little grow out, kind of a. I can keep like little sea shrimp in here or something once I get the algae going pretty good. Or
Yeah.
Daphnia. But these guys are pretty cool. The parents, I've got 10 of the parents. They lay a lot of eggs. I just never have time to really pull the eggs. Yeah, so they have like kind of like the panda black eye, like the little black stripe over the eye.
Yeah.
And then they have like a black line that runs horizontally across the body. Oh, there's tons of little baby shrimp in here. You probably can't see them. But yeah, this is the biggest one. He's fat. Oh, he's coming out. No. He's under this plant.
Yeah, I see him moving there.
Yeah.
He's the biggest one out of the babies. He was the first one that I was able to hatch out. But yeah, this is just a little. It's got a little aqua neat light on it that I bought from a thrift store. I'm always finding lights at the thrift store. Pretty neat.
Cool.
Oh,
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night because
Oh, yeah.
we've streamed almost 2 hours. So thank you so much for coming up, Rick. I totally loved seeing your ice pods.
Thank you, guys. It's
And thanks, Bob, for hanging out with us.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. We got to get you on reptiles, Rick.
Yeah, that would be good. Yep.
There we go. Well, I hope everybody has a good night and safe and fun week. Hopefully, work doesn't drag you down.
Thank you, everybody in chat, for coming in, and we'll
Good night.
see everybody in a couple days again.
Thanks,
Oh,
Pam.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Don't cuss yet, Bob.
Hurry up.
Oh, gosh.